Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Monday. Thank y'all for joining the live. I see you guys up in here. You guys are in for a treat because we have some great topics that we're going to get into. I hope you guys already tapped on the like button so that we can go ahead and push this video to the algorithm. Y'all know I'm always give y'all some great tea. So let's get into the show, shall we? Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Again, thank you guys for waking up with me this morning. What is it, 11:25? Let's go ahead and jump on into this news I know you guys can use. All right. With the we've been talking about and keeping up with what's going on with Candy Burrs and Todd. Let me get a sip of water, you guys. All right. So we've been keeping up with Candy Burrs and Todd's situation. It looks like an attorney, Ebony K. Williams. You guys definitely remember her face. But let's go ahead and get into what she had to say, because she sat down with Carlos King. She says her situation is kind of similar to Candy's because she had a baby via surrogate herself because she's a single woman. And she's kind of comparing her life to Candy's and what Candy may have to deal with legally with this situation with Todd. Let's go ahead and get into it as I share with you guys, because child, this is about to be a whole hot ass mess. Let's let that come up. Oh Lord. All right. So Ebony K. Williams sounds the alarm for women who out-earn their husbands and details why she used a donor instead of a male companion, friend, etc. to protect her legal rights as primary parent. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pull that up so you guys can see what she has to say. Now, she is an attorney, so she knows exactly what she's talking about. Let's go.
Yeah, part of the reason that I decided to be a single mom by choice, Carlos King, and use a donor and not have a father for liberty, not use a friend, not have a co-parenting situation is because I knew my circumstances professionally would put me in Candy's exact situation. And that I would very possibly end up paying child support for my own daughter. Oh, absolutely. Excuse me. I would easily be in a position to have to go in front of a judge looking just like this and plead my own case for my own daughter that I carried and birthed to say, despite my travel schedule, my work schedule, my sometimes lack of real-time availability, I assure you, I can make sure all of her needs are met, because that opens the door, Carlos, for exactly this, where a father, despite the relationship between me and the father, despite what we even previously agreed to, could then say, Your Honor, look at her. She's outside. She might be outside for very wonderful, noble reasons, but she's away from home. And children need, mom to be home. Mom's not available to be home. And so she has put her custody rights at risk from a legal standpoint. And I'm here to step into the pocket. I'm here to step into the role and play the primary custodian for my children. And that's a real risk, Carlos. And it is one of the reasons I'm telling you that women with high power careers that demand travel or time away, my daughter is being very well taken care of right now, Raindrops and Carlos. I assure you, I'm getting hourly updates from her nanny, who has been with her since she was 4 months old. She's in a lovely, preschool that she's been. So she's good. But if I had to argue this to a judge, it could go either way. And I wasn't willing to risk it going either way. So that's a personal decision. Every woman gets to make that decision for herself. But I hope that helps understand, Raindrops, why somebody would do what I did. And more women are electing to do it because we don't want to be in court having to potentially fight for custody of our own children simply because we chose or needed to go to work.
Atl'Ien with the King is streaming on all.
Shout out to Carlos for that. And shout out to Ebony K. Williams. All right. That's some good advice. So she chose to block out the middleman, which would have been a significant other or partner, so that she would not have to fight on the back end for custody just in your case that situation did not work out. Because I told you guys the other day, the new thing is now that men are soliciting full custody of children when relationships fall apart and or don't work out. which is really a payday because whoever has the children full time, the other parent would have to pay child support. Child support is based on income. We already know Todd is only worth $400,000. Candy is worth $30 million. So you do the math for 2 children with someone who is worth $30 million. That's a nice payout for Todd. That could be a nice payout if he could pull it off. You guys already know he's already filed, well, not filed, but he's petitioned the courts for full custody on the strength of Candy not being home with the kids and with him being with them pretty much, I'm going to say 85 to 90% of the time, because Candy does travel a lot with her job. So we don't know how this is going to pan out. I told you guys yesterday that there's some type of loophole that Todd may be able to use as well with Georgia's law of, a person being married and assets and being split and things like that. So this might get messy. This might get messy, right? Child, y'all put in there what y'all think. Let me do an update right quick on something. Right quick. Y'all hold tight. I'm right here. Okay. I'm right here. Let me get on here right quick, because, child, I don't need no mess today. Okay. All right. Let's make it a little easier for my people today. A little bit easier. All right. Because, child, y'all know folk like to come out and act a fool on a good Sunday morning. So we're going to have to keep some of that shit down. Let's get into it. All right. So we've been talking about, y'all remember the topic we talked about with Girl La La, okay, which is a viral, I want to say TikTok or Instagram person who was born a male, but is transgendered, who was unalived by their boyfriend, okay, in a domestic situation. Well, they had the funeral, but you guys know the drama that was leading up to that. For those of you that don't know, Girl La La, which is the transgender person who was unalived father, paid for the entire funeral situation. But the problem is the father wanted Girl La La, again, who is transgender, to be buried as a male versus buried as a female, which is what he identified as when he was alive. So Girl La La's parents, mother rather, and sisters were saying, well, we want to bury Girl La La as a female, which is what he identified as when he was here. But it was like a discrepancy. So Girl La La's mother and sister and other family moved Girl La La from the funeral home that they were at to another funeral home so that they can kind of do things the way they wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead, because I found the pictures from the funeral and how they kind of changed some things up. The father was very upset after he paid out all that money for the funeral to have his son buried as a male, but they didn't want that. So I found them online. We're going to look at the pictures. Shout out to Rebecca Miles, because that's what I saw. All right, let's get into it. So this is the funeral. Of course, this must have been his favorite color, pink. So everyone's dressed in pink attire. So let's get into, this is Girl La La, as you guys can see here on the top of the casket, Maurice, Jaden, Harrison, and then they put underneath Girl La La. So he, of course, like I said, was dressed as transgender and was unalived by domestic capacity by his boyfriend. All right. Whoever did the casket is nice, really nice, really, really nice. So y'all know how they wrap in the caskets now with pictures and stuff. So they're being real creative with these caskets. Really nice. So whoever did the work on that's really nice. Y'all pardon me. I have to keep refreshing. So y'all see that they did a few I think they did an outfit change for the other viewing, but that's what they buried him in. Pantsuit here, as you guys can see, like peach or something. All right. So you guys can see there, the family is gathered around. That's Girl La La there. All right. Let's refresh again. All right. So they're putting the lid back on. That's Girl La La's father, who wasn't happy about the fact that they chose to dress him as transgendered, as a female, after he begged and pleaded with them. He said, hey, my only request is I want to see my son be buried as my son. You know, this is my last request. I'm paying for the funeral. I'm paying for everything. But as you guys can see, they overrode his decision and still did the whole makeup, face beat, wig, all of that, something that they knew he was not in favor of after he paid for the funeral. So we talked about this the other day, and I asked you guys to put in there what you guys think about this situation. So thank y'all for all the comments. He had a nice little turnout, as you guys can see, and everyone respectively wore pink, which was, I guess, was the color of choice. All right, let's move along. Okay. Let's get to the next topic. All right, so for those of you that did not get a chance to watch the Diddy documentary, please get over there and watch it. It is so good. Like I might have to watch it again because you know sometimes when you watch something a second time, you might miss something that you may have meant to watch the first time, but you didn't get to see it. So I may watch it again today if I have time, in the midst of catching up on my DVR as well, because it's still some shows I haven't had a chance to see. But one of his security guards, one of Diddy's security guards, speaks out on how Diddy treated him as well. Roger Bonds did pop up on the Diddy documentary as well briefly to give his take on some things, but he worked very closely with Diddy. He said, hey, I pretty much have saved this man's life, and he stiffed me. He owed me lots and lots of money and refused to pay me, but then was running around bragging about paying $5,000 for haircuts. I don't know who's on that kind of time, but so Diddy's bodyguard, Roger Bond, goes hard on Diddy about his treatment while he worked for Diddy. Let's get into it.
The way you want people to work 40 hours and only put 12 hours down.
Lord.
But you getting up here talking about how much money you got and how you treat people this way when you know that the people that work for you is looking at you doing this. When you got people in your executive staff saying, yo, you work 20 hours a day, but you can only put 12 hours down. And nobody comes and tells you how you going to get paid for the next 8 hours because that person is manipulative and telling you, yo, you should be lucky to be here. And this machine is going to go with you or without you. My salary was $77,000 a year. Okay, $77,000 a year. I'm next to this billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So now you say, yo, I'm your man. I'm your this. I'm your that. I'm with you every day. I'm stopping fights. I'm stopping this. So when I sit back and I watch some of the videos and say, yo, I pay my barber $5,000 or $1,000 to cut my hair. How could you pay a barber that or say you're going to do this, that, and the other, but the person that's holding you down is fucked up? But the way you want people to work 40 hours and only put 12 hours.
Bitch, let me tell you something. If I work 40 hours anywhere and they only put 12 hours down, we're going to have a whole problem. That's all I got to say, because you fucking with my money very much so. 12, I'm sorry, 40 hours and 12, that's too far. That's too many hours in between that's not accounted for. So why did he even felt like he could play with somebody like that, especially your bodyguard? Like, that's the person you don't want to play with in terms of their money, because if they don't protect you, these niggas out here will take you out. And Diddy got a lot of enemies. So imagine your bodyguard one day just like, look, this nigga owe me like several grands and stacks of money. Like, if a nigga run up on him, it just is what it is. It's up and stuck. I ain't stopping shit. And that could be your life that day because you chose to play with somebody's money. Like, for real, for real. And he would be within right. I'm not working for free. If we're out somewhere and somebody roll up on you and they trying to put paws on you and I'm your security guard and you owe me money, you about to get stomped out today until you count out my money. And that's the kind of thing. You could fire me after that, but your ass will be beat today. That's just how it goes. So I'm just saying. But the fact that Diddy felt comfortable doing that, and that's Roger Bonds is not the only person that's spoken out to say that Diddy played with their money or withheld their money. We can look at the Locks. We can look at Faith Evans went through it. Mary J. Blige went through it. Like, there's so many artists. Oh my God, Day 26 went through it. Danny DeCane went through it. Craig Mack went through it. I can keep going. Like, a whole list of people who rub elbows and work with Diddy. Always talk. Mace went through it. Okay. Not being paid. Like, people want to get paid. It takes a lot to do a video shoot. It takes a lot going on tour and you slice somebody's money because you want to be out here, you know, bopping around like you just shit like that off my coin, and your mama walking around in Gucci and gold with a damn gold tooth off my coin. Like, I would feel a whole way about that. I really would. So shout out to Roger Bonds for speaking out. For real. I wouldn't protect your ass. Any nigga that run up on you, they just own you. You better get to swinging, stomping, biting, whatever you need to do. Because, bitch, I'm not swinging for you today. That's just what it is. All right, but moving right along. All right. One of your... Say, Karen, that's too far, bitch. If you listen, I work 40 hours and I don't see but 12 on my check. Guess what? You better get the windmilling, okay? You better get some mace or something, because I'm not stopping shit, period. I'm not security today. I'm just not secure. I'm one of the homies today. I'm not security. And I put that on everything. Call it what you like. Your ass will be beat today, though. All right, moving right along. One of your favorite R&B singers, okay? Jaheim, honey. Jaheim found himself back down there, booked again and locked up. All right, now he was in jail most recently for animal cruelty for some dogs and some other shit that he. I showed you guys the video cam when the police came to pick him up. Well, he got out. He bonded out. Now he's back in trouble again. What is going on with Jaheim? He needs to get back to the money, to the music, okay? Jaheim Hoagland, which is his name, okay? Fulton County Jail bookings, as you guys can see here. Shout out to the Georgia Gazette, because that's where I saw it. Jaheim looks a little bad, don't he? All right. You should have put them charges first, and your ass wouldn't be locked up. But anyway, so as you guys can see here, Jaheim Haquam, child. Hoagland, date of booking, 11/24 of 2025. Okay, reason for booking, failure to appear for fingerprint. Well, I can't talk, Lord. Fingerprintable charge, okay? So it looks like he was supposed to turn himself in and he refused to do so. So, of course, you know, that becomes a warrant and they will come and get your ass. So it looks like that's what they've done. So, Jaheim, I need you to get your shit together. Whatever it was that they were looking for you for, sir, please get your ish together. Get back to the music. For a person who has such a velvet voice, a lot of fans, I'm sure, miss you because your music was really good, okay? Really, really good. When you hear Jaheim's song, you know that's him. It's undisputable. No one else sounds like Jaheim. He's been able to make some really, really nice songs in the industry. All right, he's a crooner. Women love him. Women were throwing their panties on stage when he performed. So you go from that to this. I'm not sure what he's going through in his personal life, but obviously it's not good. So Jaheim, let's come on back. All right, moving right along. Child. Right, honey. Jaheim, he keeps getting arrested, and it's like back to back to back. All right, I already reported on him. Okay, so it sounds like there may have been some type of scuffle between they're saying Offset and Cardi B's new boyfriend. Let's get into this because this literally just dropped minutes ago. That's just how on it I am, you guys. See how I be trying to bring y'all the updated tea? If y'all want to know about it, bitch, come over here because that's where you're going to find it. All right, but let's get into it. According to this person named Alexis, said that Booby Trap Miami said that Cardi and Stefan is that booby trap. It's like a club. Stefan Diggs just had a birthday, okay? And he and Cardi, they've been out celebrating, but y'all know Offset is on demon time. He's upset to see Cardi moving on and be this happy. But this person says that Cardi and Stefan are at Booby Trap. Said the Offset pulls up and Stefan's scary ass really tried to have security block him. So it looks like Offset tried to run up on Stefan Diggs. They said, like, be serious. Said security wasn't even entertaining that. Said that they actually let Offset in, and they said that I heard that there was a little scuffle once he got inside, but nothing more than that. So it looks like Offset sounds like he's out here crashing out over seeing Cardi out being booed up and busy a little bit. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is them. Okay, so they're playing her song. They're out partying. This is Cardi in the wig. Okay, Cardi in the green wig. Look at all them stacks or whatever. Damn, like duffels of stacks. That's my type of carrying on. Pass some over here. Okay, look like they got their money ready for the strippers. That's Cardi, her sister sitting beside her. Okay, so they're out. Look like they're getting ready to have a good time. Throw some money in the air. Cardi got on her green wig, body snatch, all of that. Okay, so I got another video that's connected to this. So it says that what is it? GOAT TV Daily says that Offset pulled up to the club where Cardi B and Stefan Diggs were partying, and a small scuffle broke out. Let me find out. Did anybody get the video? Now I gotta wait because this, look, 4 minutes ago, as you guys can see here, 4 minutes ago, this just dropped. So now I'm gonna have to comb the YouTube streets and every other damn social media outlet to see if anyone picked up a scuffle. Because y'all know anytime something like that happens, someone got it on video. Like that is that's a videoed moment right there. So somebody had to have it, and I really hope that someone got it and uploaded it to the internet. If we can find it, I will definitely spin the block and we'll revisit it. Okay, but as you guys can see, Cardi is out. So I got another video. Let's get to that one so y'all can see, because I love her outfit and the green hair. I'm not into green hair, but the way she put it together is cute. Okay, Y'all know the girls are out here. Y'all know the originator of that damn type of hair is Lil' Kim. So y'all pay homage to her for that. Because if it wasn't for Lil' Kim, bitches would not be running around here with green and blue and purple hair because she originated that, okay? And it started a trend, and now people are popping out like Smurfs. So, hey, it is what it is. So let's get into it because Cardi stepped out last night in Miami with her green wig, looking fabulous. Okay, y'all know she just had a baby not even a month ago, and look how snatched she is. Okay, that's called surgery, girl. But let's get into yes. Okay, come on, Cardi. Don't she look great? I like Cardi. Come on, Cardi. Come on, Cardi. She winning right now. And Offset is feeling the way. He looking at her like, bitch, you just had a baby and you look real lickable right now. But I can't lick you no more because you got a new nigga over there. And the person you running around with is supposed to be my biggest fan, or I'm his biggest fan, or whatever. I was his biggest fan. But now you don't want out here and had a whole baby with him. You happy? You ain't sitting home stressed. See, as long as she was sitting at home stressed out and crying because Offset was fucking around and doing what he wanted to do. Oh, he was so happy. But when a bitch got outside, honey, she got a babysitter and got outside. Oh, he mad. Now he want to come outside and follow her and stalk her and windmill on her new nigga because he can't be with her no more. And that's how them sorry, moist ass ninjas be. So he mad because his album didn't do shit and hers is number one. He's mad because, Stephon Diggs is the talk of the town and he make pretty babies out here too. But yeah, so he's over there digging out Cardi. Not that I promote people out having relationships when they're married, but it just is what it is. She's a grown ass individual. And she's doing her thing, so I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It just is. Okay, she snatched. I ain't mad at that. I love it. Okay, let's keep going. Hey, she got cute tats too. That's a nice tat down the back. I know that shit hurt though. So shout out to Cardi. She just out living it up, having fun, celebrating Stephon Diggs' birthday. Okay, so I ain't mad. I promise I'm not mad. Okay, get it. That's probably him filming her. Because he filming all on her back and her butt and everything. Okay. So get it, Cardi. Stephon Diggs, Offset showed his ass up there wanting to fight like a little bitch. But it is what it is. She still looked like she turned up and they had a great time. So shout out to her for that. And she's been hanging out too with Stephon Diggs' mama. You know, when you start hanging with the mama, it's starting to get serious, right? So yeah, and it looks like Stephon Diggs' mom really like her. So this might be a good setup. So girl, go ahead and finalize this damn divorce so you can move on. Because really you already did since you got a baby. But what y'all think? I don't know. I'm moving right along. We got to get the hood news out the way so we can get into some other stuff. I'm trying to be well-rounded here because I have, some hood people watching me too. They're like, what the hood news? So we got to add some hood news in there so we can feed everybody. Okay, so E-Kane is a popular viral TikTok and IG star with over 3.6 million followers, you guys. So E-Kane is having like a little situationship or whatever where her baby daddy, as they call him, he's ratchet and ghetto, and he's a little on the domestic side as well. And I don't mean he washing dishes and cooking. Sound like he putting paws on bitches, and I don't like niggas like that because it gives moist vibes. But E-Kane's baby daddy finally addresses rumors that he put hands on her. Now, there's another video circulating around where E-Kane was looking for him and she decided to call his phone, and another female picked up his phone, and in the background of said phone call, and you guys can hear that, I think it's on Live Bites. I cannot play it here because it's a little explicit, but she hears this woman answer the phone, and you can hear in the background where she sounds like she's giving him fellatio, and she's directing her on the phone saying, well, don't do this and do this because he likes this. And I said, that's mad weird. How you coaching another woman how to please your man when you know he's cheating? Like, weird. So she stayed on the phone and was listening. I was just like, that's weird. But let's get into this because he's been said to put hands on her, and her followers are questioning him and challenging him for his abusive behavior towards her. Okay, so let's get into this. He's very disrespectful. So E-Kane's baby daddy finally addresses rumors that he put hands on her. Let's go.
Then why you hitting her? Y'all have never seen me hit her. That's the funny thing about it. That's why I don't really care what y'all talk about. I don't really care what y'all got to say. But I seen y'all edges fucked up. I seen y'all looking for y'all nigga a lot. I see that a lot. I see y'all single a lot. These are what we do see. You know what I'm saying? These are what we do see. Me actually put my hands on my baby mama, y'all have never seen that. Yeah, I threw a couple Tonka trucks and tables.
typical abuser lingo. Okay, you've never seen me put hands on her. Well, who is around you all day, every day with a damn video camera when you're with your baby's mother? It's evidence out there that you have put hands on her. So for you to deflect and then turn back around and then say, oh, I might have thrown a few Tonka trucks and some tables, like that's abusive behavior. Why are you throwing anything at this person? But anyway.
Where's your nigga? Where's your man? We all looking for that video. That's the video we're looking for. The one where you and your man are finally reunited.
Yeah. Okay, so let's stop it. So it says TikTok star E. Kane showed the aftermath of her house after her baby daddy Chris destroyed it. She said that you effed up material things, you breaking my heart as well. So he's having a spaz out moment, a freak out moment in her house, mind you, breaking up her things because of whatever reason. It don't matter. You in my house. This is my stuff. If you want to have a little freak out moment, you go outside, kick a tree. I don't give a damn. But don't be here breaking up my stuff that I work hard for. Okay. So what y'all think about that? So fans are addressing him because they see some of his behavior, his abusive behavior rather, and he's, you know, deflecting and trying to throw it back on them. Well, where's your man at? Well, I'd rather not have a man than to have one sorry and abusive like you. All right. Then you want to talk about a woman's edges, like all of that's deflection. Answer the question. Why are you putting hands on and being hella aggressive towards this woman in her house? Mind you, you're a baby daddy, not husband. So she says her house, meaning you are in her space, tearing up her stuff. All right.
Like, y'all keep talking about get E-flowers, motherfucker. I got E-card. What the fuck is me getting?
So he's a loser, obviously. So they're telling him that you need to respect her. You need to do some things for her versus her always doing for you. She's the viral TikTok star, not him. He's just a hanger on her, and he hurried up and knocked her up so that he could, you know, lay claim to her. But he's like, hey, I got her card out here. What I need to buy her flowers for when I got her credit card? I wouldn't be giving him my credit card for one, but go off.
Erica, some flowers off of her fucking card gonna do for me. Please shut the fuck up. I asked y'all a long time ago. I asked y'all a real long time ago. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Please leave me the fuck alone. Shit. Why the fuck I think I'm in here vlogging? Y'all keep talking.
Chris, if you were sick, 8 months pregnant, working, going to school, looking at the kids every day, and arguing with someone like you, wouldn't you have high emotions? No, bitch. I would be smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? I would be doing heroin. I will never be stressed. I will be the highest motherfucker in Michigan, bitch.
He's very disrespectful. We're not going to play anymore because I'm probably going to have to edit some of that out anyway. But this is the type of person that she has attached herself to. And her fans and followers are starting to see a pattern of behavior. They're starting to see that she is not as happy on her lives when she go live because of the stress and the domestic situations that she's dealing with this particular guy. All right. Baby daddy, which is such a ghetto piece of lingo. But anywho, shout out to The Voice for the People Reacts, because that's where I saw it. Okay, if you guys want to see more of it, y'all can go to The Voice for People React and check it out. All right, moving right along. Let's get into some Waka Flocka news and his reaction to the Diddy documentary that just came out on Netflix via 50 Cent. Okay, because he had some things to say. He's not in favor or happy about Diddy. 50 doing a documentary on Diddy and telling his business and et cetera, et cetera. I love it. I told you I'm gonna watch it again. That's just how much I like it. But Waka Flocka says that the new 50 Cent Diddy documentary proves why he will never trust a celebrity. Well, we already know you trash Waka Flocka. That's why Tammy left your ass, because you didn't know how to keep your piece in your pants, and you didn't know how to be truthful to her and stop playing games. All right. Now you lost a great woman. Now you got to sit back and watch her be happy with somebody else while you can't even keep a woman. And we hear you can't make kids either. And not that I'm, really talking about what they call it, well, you can't make kids or whatever, but he is very, he's a Trump supporter too. That's why I don't fuck with him like that. But at the end of the day, you're trash. And I feel like Diddy should be exposed for all the things that he's done and to people and for people that are no longer here, allegedly by his account. So you're not happy because another man is exposed, probably because your ass got exposed. Narcs don't like to be exposed, and he is a true narc, okay? And he is again, Trump supporter. But let's get into what he had to say.
Hey, man, after watching that Netflix shit
Feral.
that Cinquetta produced, I don't trust no celebrity.
Child.
Thank you, God. I never went to nobody party. That's why I never do no feature. I don't go to studios. Thank you. I'm not even hot no more. Nobody even requesting me. All that shit, bro. I'm Cinquetta. You showed me something, man. Hey. No excuses. Look, man, I can't talk to nobody that got glasses on talking to me every time I see him. I gotta see the lies in your face. I gotta see the demon in your eyes, the angel in your eyes, the confidence in your words. I gotta know you real, what you're saying to me. I can't trust no man glasses all day, man. Look me in my eyes when we talking, man. Real.
That part I agree. Like glasses on, Diddy keep them on because he be high. Y'all know Diddy always kept glasses on because he stayed high. All right, I guess maybe he didn't want people to see his eyes dilated or whatever. But that part, that's probably the only part I agree with you on, Waka Flocka, is that a nigga should not be a person. Let's say a person should not have glasses on all the time, like shades on, covering their eyes when they're talking to you. Like take them damn glasses off. Let me see your eyes. See if you lying. All right.
Hey, man, after watching that Netflix shit.
So he is not happy about 50 Cent exposing Diddy. I saw a lot of celebrities, okay, that were not happy about it. Probably because they were scared their name was going to pop up in some of the ish with some FOs that were going on and some inappropriate interactions. Because y'all know they said Diddy was having these parties and a lot of celebrities were coming through there. So we don't know. We still don't know to this day who could have been involved in some of those things. But it's amazing how 50 Cent was able to get his hands on a lot of the footage that he did release on there to where it really shook Diddy to the core. Now, I see why. Also, I saw a post that says that 50 Cent chose to do his interview with ABC with Robin Roberts because in prison they're saying that ABC is the only news channel that they allow prisoners to watch, and he knew that Diddy would see it. I said that is a new level of petty. That is a new level of petty. He said that once the documentary came out and word that it was coming out, that he was contacted by several different news media outlets, and he said he chose ABC because he knows that in prison that's the news station that they allow the prisoners to watch, and he wanted Diddy to see him in that interview with Robin Roberts talking about him in that damn documentary. So that's how Diddy, I guess, knew about said documentary, and shortly after the documentary came out, like a day or so later, he sent 50 Cent some flowers to his club in Miami to let him know, yeah, nigga, I see you. Now, 50 said it could have been a threat, but he said that he felt that it was hella disrespectful for Diddy to have some flowers sent to him. So we don't know what that means. That could be, nigga, I'm going to take you out when I get out, or he's probably going to, put some money on his head. We never know, because anytime you piss Diddy off and expose him, I mean, there are a lot of people who are no longer here that threaten to expose him. Look at Kim Porter, who they say saw some inappropriate interactions between Diddy and some other guy. And that she was going to rat him out, and she's no longer here. And we can keep going down the list. Okay, look at the girl who wrote the book Bling. She exposed Diddy in her book. She's no longer here. We can keep going. But yeah, shout out to 50 for being hella petty. I love it. I ain't gonna hold you. I love it. The documentary is really good. Again, go on over to Netflix and get your life. Okay. Moving on now, we got a chance to see Brian McKnight with his narc ass. Yeah, I guess this is Narc Sunday because Brian McKnight is probably one of the biggest narcs aside of Martell Holt and of course now Waka Flocka, he is as well. But Brian McKnight's ex-wife, Julie McKnight, she's come out to speak up on Brian McKnight's recent interview where he was saying he was never in love with her, and he talked about his son, saying they were not born out of love, etc., etc. So she is clearing the air, and she's letting people know that Brian McKnight is full of shit, which we already knew, but she's co-signing. She says that I was not going to tolerate his girlfriends anymore. So it sounds like Brian McKnight was cheating on her, disrespecting her. So you missed that part, Brian. You tried to make it seem like she wasn't a good wife and you guys were unequally yoked and all. No, you were cheating according to her. I'm gonna take her word because I don't like you. So they said that Brian says, shout out to Goldener Stories. Brian says that they had an agreement at the start of their marriage where she was to tend to the home while he was free to do what he pleased while pursuing his career. But Julie denies this. Now, she says that it was very much a traditional marriage built on mutual love and desire. They divorced in 2003 after 10 years of marriage. So let's get into what she had to say.
What was the moment or the thing that caused you to separate?
I was not going to tolerate his girlfriends anymore. That was the last straw.
During your marriage?
During our marriage. It was presented that there were a bunch of separations because we just shouldn't have been together.
Yeah.
And it was rocky from day one. Absolutely not. There were a lot of situations tolerated. Maybe there were multiple affairs because he wasn't just promiscuous. He just really didn't want to be married. Gotcha. For me, I was there because I was a wife. I come from a family of marriage. I didn't want my children, the older they got, how comfortable situations became with allowing outside people around my children.
Are we talking outside people, like industry people?
No, these
or women?
Women. That was the last straw for me. It became dangerous for my sons. I had one that called me to let me know they knew where my kids went to school, where he played basketball, where my youngest went to a skate park. Absolutely not. My first and foremost priority is my children. There was never a time where I felt like I'm going to risk, first of all, my self-respect as the woman who my sons would grow up and be able to say, this is my mom. What did she tolerate? What did she not? How did she protect us? Could I have made different decisions? Of course. I don't blame that on youth. That's life and learning. But the minute I realized, oh, these are the boundaries I'm setting, and they were continually crossed.
And these don't sound like unconventional boundaries. You're saying we're married, no girlfriends, or if you have them, have the girlfriends leave my kids alone.
I realized, okay, this is clearly what you feel is going to be the case. So I'm choosing to go. When I was asked to come back, okay, so let's work on this. This is your husband. This is your kid's father. We can work through this. I get it. You got a lot getting thrown at you for somebody who was the quirky, eccentric one in school. Now suddenly you're everywhere and you're huge and you're the next big. I get it.
So Brian McKnight, explain this to me, because you said you didn't want to be married. That's the last thing you wanted, and you felt forced because Julie wound up getting pregnant right before you signed your first record deal to get ready to go out on the road and be an artist. Now, why is it that whenever Julie says she decided she wanted to end the marriage because you could no longer be faithful, why were you begging her to come back when you said that it was a marriage that you never wanted? See how he lied? What you begging somebody back for when being apart from that person is what you said you wanted? But Julie said you were begging her back, and she agreed to come back and work on the marriage because you guys did have a family.
I got it. I got you. You got a safe space. This is home. There was a separation during my pregnancy with Nico by my choice, because absolutely not were things going to be tolerated while I'm pregnant. The stress of it, raising my son, I needed to be present for my older one. He was only 2.5. I'm not following you around to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do as a grown man in a marriage so you can go handle that. I need to be pregnant right now. I got to deliver some babies. That's when the choice was made on his side. Let's come back and let's make this work. The exact words, I want my family back. And I was like, oh, that's all you got to tell me, Jack.
What was the moment or the thing?
Shout out to Julie for speaking out and clarifying that, because Brian, I heard a lot of lies there now after hearing Julie's side of the story. Also, I was looking at a post that talked about how Brian McKnight tried to throw Julie and his kids out of their house. And out of his house rather, and he wanted her and try to change the locks and all of that, and wanted her to stay in like this little small townhouse after they went into, I guess, not getting ready to be together anymore. So he really tried to shortcut her and keep her away from the money. As you guys can see, 10 years they were married, so I feel like she definitely was due a lot of things that she probably helped, even though she didn't go on the road and sing not one note. She held your household down. She took care of your children. That says a lot. That was your wife. So that in itself means that she should have gotten spousal support as well as child support. And she should have been put into one of you guys' home, not your home, but you guys that she helped build, okay, as your wife. So at the end of the day, I feel that Brian was hella disrespectful, and the fact that you're speaking on your mother's children that way and turning around and trying to sue her for millions, probably trying to get back the money that he had to give her, because I can see him doing that. I think that he's very disrespectful, hence the reason why you're losing a lot of your fan base and people are canceling you because of your narcissistic ways. So let's continue on. Y'all can drop in there and tell me what y'all think. My mods are letting me know we need to go ahead and get this jam session in, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, let's get it in. right, we're back. Thank y'all. All right, little Sunday trap music. All right, let's get back to the show. I hope you guys enjoyed that little jam session. Okay. All right, so we're moving on into our next topic. All right, we got some Clarissa Shields news. We haven't talked about her in a little bit, so we have an update on her. Let's go ahead and get into that. Let me take my message down because I don't need it now. Again, yeah, y'all please keep tapping on the like, though, okay? Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Live bites. Let's get into that. Clarissa Shields wants Zeus reality show where mouthy fans who talk ish online can fight her. This is the dumbest ish ever. You are a celebrity now. You are a champion. Why are you lowering yourself to be reading comments from people who have opinions of you and asking Zeus to create a show so that you can fight these said people in the comments because you don't like what they have to say? That's the dumbest ish ever. Like, just be a star. You just got a huge contract. All right. So why you're saying, hey, winner will take all, I'm giving $400,000 to whoever in the comments can beat me because they have all these things to say about you. Grow up, Clarissa. Okay. Grow up. Like, it's really not that serious. You can't fight everybody. I don't know what this aggression is. Why are you thinking that beating up everybody is going to solve all your problems? You're going to beat that person up and go back to the comments. Guess what? Someone else is going to be in there talking shit about you. So are you going to fight your entire life and fight everybody that has something negative to say about you? This is dumb. Let's get into it.
Ugly. Oh, you strong looking. Zeus is the perfect home to have this show, to let these girls come and audition. And I'll put my money where my mouth is. And they come and try to get this 100K and get their ass on. Because I'm telling you, these girls ain't gonna make it past 1 minute. Not 1 minute. I ain't even gonna hold them up. But you know what? It costs to get inside the ring with the goal. You don't just get a shot at that. It's things you gotta go through. So we can make a whole show of this. But since people want to get participation awards, how about if you beat all the other girls who in the house, you get you a check. And then at the end, you get to decide you want to give up that check and fight against me for the 400K. Let's talk about that. Don't be mad about my confidence, my self-esteem, how pretty I am, how thick I am, how strong I am. Don't ever think that because you talk about that, that's going to make me feel away. fine as hell, you ugly, rich as hell, pretty as hell, naturally. And then they be constantly inboxing me, oh, you ugly, oh, you strong looking. But then I go to their page and she big as a house, big as a well. Please, please.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I definitely don't fight for free, but if you want to make this a reality TV show, we can definitely make it happen. I'm going to hit up Zeus and hit up Lemmy again because I want to give you girls an opportunity. I want to help her change lives. And maybe after y'all girls get whooped by me, maybe y'all really will get inside the gym and change your life around. Maybe you can become something because guess what? An ass whooping builds character. Some of y'all so mouthy on the internet because you ain't never got your ass whooped. Some of y'all be on this internet running y'all mouth because y'all.
That part I agree with. I never thought that I would be sitting here saying I agree with Clarissa Shields, but a lot of people do act out a little bit like that and be saying some crazy wild shit online because they ain't had their ass beat. Not they really haven't, and not that I'm promoting violence in any way, shape, or form all the time. But I'm gonna say that I mean I feel like a lot of people be acting out of character and doing the fucking most because they haven't had their ass beat right. But let's continue.
Y'all be hiding behind that screen. But if you had to get from behind that screen and actually see somebody face to face, you will fold. Some rich as hell, pretty as hell.
I despise a celebrity who's not realized yet that they're a celebrity to where you don't have to explain every single solitary thing about yourself. Let people see you and then give up, because everybody might not think that you're fine as hell or that you're pretty, but it's great to have self-confidence. That part about her, I do like about her, but when you continuously have to vocalize that to people like you're trying to convince them, you can't convince them. They're going to feel how they feel either way. You have some people out there that think you're the ugliest person on this earth. They're gonna think your hair don't look good, everything about you. They're gonna think your lips are too big, whatever the case may be. But as long as you feel like you are the shit like that, that's all that matters. I would not keep doing videos trying to convince anybody that I'm something that or convince them in terms of how I see myself. You got to get to a point where you just don't give a fuck no more and just live your life and let people think what they want to think. All right. That's what you have to do, because you will spend your entire life trying to explain to people who you are and why you feel like that you are who you are. Like, no, just live your life. You are a millionaire and you're arguing with people who barely got $3 in their account. People who don't have a life, people who are sitting on the internet trolling you, trying to get you out of character to make you look stupid. And every time she takes the bait, and it's so sad. Like, girl, do you not have anything else to do? Go train in the gym, go jogging, go out with papoose, go make a song, go write a song. Like, go and do something and stay off the internet, allowing people to get you out of character and saying you want to fight everybody to have a difference of opinion of how they see you. Like, it's so stupid. I'm trying to like her. I like her boxing technique. I like that part about her, but her personal life and how she carries herself on the internet, I don't like it, because it gives that you are very weak, because people are seeing that they're steady breaking you down mentally. Seriously, they know how to get to you now because they're attacking certain things that they know bother you, because they know it's going to get a response. And every time you respond, like, girl, get over yourself. What do y'all think? Shout out to Live Bites. I don't want to stay on it no more, because she really needs to get some therapy and understand, girl, you don't know who you are. When you know who you are, you don't owe people that's lower than you an explanation. Let them talk, girl, because they're trying to get where you are. And if they bring you down to their level, then you just like them. Move around, sis. Okay. All right, let's get into some more drama, because there's more drama out there, girl. Oh my God, I refuse to argue with people that's beneath me. For what? For what? You want my attention? You want my attention? No, ma'am. When you know who you are, just live your life and let people feel how they feel. I'm to the point I'm gonna be giving a fuck. I really don't. I don't give half of a fuck. A slice. I don't give a slice of a fuck. Let people think what they want, honey. I know I'm a bad bitch over here. I know I'm a bad bitch, and nobody else can tell me different. If they feel different, it's because you're a hater, and that's how I look at it. If you feel any different than how I feel about myself, you're a hater. And that's how you got to look at it. All right. Moving along. That's for you, Clarissa. That's how you got to look at it, baby. Stop arguing with no-name people, with people who don't give a fucking who don't give a damn about you and ain't gonna pay none of your bills and don't have anything to offer you but hate. All right. Moving along. So there seems to be a bit of confusion and shenanigans going on with Lyrica Anderson from, y'all know who Lyrica is. She was married to A1 with his moist ass walking around with these damn nail polish and these beads on, these grandmama beads. But anywho, so they're divorced now, but now Lyrica Anderson is confronting or was being confronted rather by Natalie Nunn from Bad Girls Club, who walked up on Lyrica Anderson while she was sitting down in a restaurant having dinner with her mother and another companion, and was being very disrespectful. She walked up to them, calling them the B word, and it was sick. But Lyrica's mom was getting ready to get up and give Natalie the business, and Lyrica had to stop and say, "Nah, sit down, we ain't on that kind of time, all right?" But said she's trying to summons me for baddies, so they want Lyrica to, I guess, come on baddies and fight or something, which I don't think she should. You're a pretty girl, don't go in and get your face beat up over some ratchet ass individuals. That's all they do is fight on Zeus. I don't watch nothing Zeus. But let's go ahead and get into their interaction. All right.
Listen, hi.
But
I want to talk to you. Hi, Mom. Listen, my issue right now with you is the simple fact that you can say however you felt about the record, and I was okay with that. But I didn't like the fact that you brought up she's not loyal to friends, she's not loyal to any of the baddies, but you also said she's not loyal to her family or her kid. Don't ever say no about my family ever again.
We can show you what you want to do.
No, Mom, you sit down. That was wrong. I've never spoken about you, your family. I have never.
She's drunk like always.
I have never got involved on Love Hip Hop. Never said anything about you or your family. It doesn't matter. She just stuck with the record stuff. You said you did. We just looked it up. You sure did on that podcast.
First of all, don't come to my table. I'm sitting out eating, spitting all over my food on some bullshit that I don't really care about in the first damn place. That right there is the first violation. Second of all, who cares? And you're not gonna sit up and disrespect this child's mama while she's sitting here trying to have a nice, quiet dinner. Like, Natalie Nunn is a ratchet, long-chinned ass individual. I never really liked her. I'm gonna be honest with you. She get on my nerves. Like, that's so hella disrespectful to talk like that in front of this girl's mama, regardless to the beef that you may have with Lyrica.
Say, oh, she's not loyal to her husband or her kid. Why would you do that? Because you ain't never been loyal to your either. So what's your other?
First of all, I'm out eating with.
So here's Lyrica's response to Natalie, where Natalie walked up to her while she was out eating with her mom and a friend and was hella disrespectful in front of everyone. So Lyrica responds. Let's go.
My mother and her dog, totally unaware that you're about to walk to my table with 5 people and a camera hidden where you're recording and nobody even knew you were recording, you sneaky bitch. But since you were recording, do me a favor and show the whole video, please. Show the whole video, because I followed you outside and you ran. You ran, you scary bitch. I'm not even a fighter, and I followed you outside. Your homegirl got in my face and said, she's done talking. I said, I'm not talking to you. I've known her 20 years. This ain't your beef. Excuse me. You had a gay dude get in my face to fight me and spit at me from afar like he was gonna do something, and I said, I'm a whole woman, what the fuck is you gonna do to me? You came to my table and said, yeah, so I didn't have a problem with the song. First of all, I'm out eating with the real situation is with this record, I'm gonna say it again and I'm tired of saying it.
So it says here, Lyrica previously hopped on live and addressed her issue with both Natalie Nunn and Lemuel. Lemuel Plummer is like the head guy over there at Zeus, where all the girls be fighting, okay, regarding some stupid ass song. So let's let her explain that.
I was talking to Natalie Nunn about doing a record with me because she wants to be a rapper now. Cool, come do this feature, let's do the song, see how it happens. She convinced me and my manager for me to get on her record. I got on it, long story short, I rapped on it. Lemmy hit her first, then hit me and said he wants to now get on the record because now he wants to be a rapper. Cool. I set up the studio session. I got the writers to write his verse. Now he's trying to, how you just gonna roll with one writer and be like, he wrote it by himself? Like, you are a bitch. He didn't write the verse by himself. So when you promote it, one that's supposed to make you feel better, that's not by law. That's not gonna work. It does not work that way. That's like being like, oh, I'm not a part of a record. I didn't write on whatever record, big record.
Okay, we don't care.
And nobody from your fucks with you. All the girls on there talking about how you're a horrible friend, fake friend. Bitch, I've known you for 20 years, and I can't even believe you would put it because it's not about me not being on the record. It's all the extra coming with it. Like, what? It's the carry-ons, it's the notes and the posts and the IGs. I did an interview and they asked me, where does your friendship stand with Natalie? We see you guys together. You guys just did a song, something like that. I answered and said what happened because I was asked. Other than that, I haven't talked about it.
We shot a whole video for 2 days that I put together. I paid to get the song mix, all these different things. I literally helped y'all make the whole play. And then you mad at me? And then you gonna pay that he didn't even write it by himself.
All right, so according to Lyrica, she said, so my issue was once they started going around playing the song, one of them, Natalie and Lemuel Plummer, text the others and decides, let's take Lyrica off the record and let's still use the verse that Lyrica had on the writers or had the writers write for Lemmy and not reimburse her for all the stuff that she made for us. So it sounded like they were trying to do a little switcheroo, and they asked her initially to be on the song and use her connects to get on the song. So once they secured their spot on the song, they tried to take Lyrica off the song and use her verse and the verse that was already written for Lemuel, because he don't write shit, but which is a total violation, because we all know Lyrica is great with the pen. Lyrica wrote stuff for Beyonce, so she is very much so stamped in the music industry, and she's a great singer as well. I like her, but she goes on to say that I was like, y'all lost y'all rabbit mind. She said, I was like, y'all lost y'all rabbit ass minds. You said that y'all have to pay me for booking the studio time, securing the writers, paying for the record to be mixed, being part of the whole record, and pulling the video shoot together. She says that I hired the director. It's cool if you're going to take me off the record. She said, but what's not cool was my time and everything that I paid for. So reimburse me back for that, and reimburse me so that I could pay my writers who wrote Lemmy's verse as well. She said that Lemmy had a person agree to give me $25,000, and I said, okay, bet. She said that that'll be the buyout for my work, and I did on the record. Said that he took off the effing record, messaged one of the writers and only paid one writer, left the other writer off. It says that left me off and ran off with the song. She says so that's where the beef actually started. So this all started because of a song. It sounds like Lemuel Plummer, who is good for the money, not sure he won't pay Lyrica. Why he won't pay her, rather, but $25,000 is what was agreed that should have been paid, and for them to go and take her off the record after she did all the work, secured the studio time, writers, etc. That sounds like a good lawsuit, girl. Go ahead and sue them and get your money back and do it like that. That's all I can say. Stop fooling with people that's over there on Zeus, because obviously they are ratchet individuals. All right, so we have 3 more topics and then we're gonna let you guys go. All right, so we're gonna get into the next topic. All right, this dude right here, I knew when I saw him lurking on Love and Marriage Huntsville that he was full of shit. All right, let me just go ahead and say that. Why they brought him on the show, he brings absolutely nothing, just like Trish and Ken. They don't bring absolutely nothing. This season, Tisha and none of the rest of them don't bring shit on the show. Nell is still crying this season about she's still giving out money to her kids and not paying them back. Was that not last season's storyline for them? I mean, tap me and tap me if I'm wrong and say, Camille, yeah, that was not right. I could have sworn last season Nell was crying on Love Marriage Huntsville and having a whole freak out moment about letting her sons borrow money, and they weren't paying it back. This season she's doing the same thing. So this lets me know this show is going nowhere fast. Now Destiny's sitting her ass up here with yet another cast member, male cast member, mind you, where she's trying to fill this guy out to see if he's the one. She probably already gave him the nookies, allegedly. But he's a whole trash ass individual. He has 4 children by 4 different women. Just his mindset on how he see women and relationships says a lot about him. But this the same nigga who was trying to give Ken relationship advice about Trish. Like, nigga, sit all the way back, take off your hat, and maybe let me school you on how the fuck a man should be when it comes to a woman. Because, sir, you are out here procreating and populating the hood with children that you probably barely take care of and or see. 4 kids by 4 different women is extreme. So for you to say that you're not even really thinking about marriage and that's really never been something on your mind clearly shows what your intentions are when you meet a woman. You want to dig her out, impregnate her, and move to the next one. You're trash. And this is what Carlos is bringing owns network, okay, which is already a battered women's network. So you bring niggas like this onto the network and you promote this as your show. And you wonder why the ratings are like that when you already blindly told your audience in the beginning that your show would be about Black excellence. What is excellent about a nigga who procreate and leave his children and go to the next? What is Black excellence about a female on your platform on a battered women's network who is out here promoting DV on other women who jump from man to man on your network and have also been seen as a violent individual? Wake me up when y'all get the answer. Let's go ahead and play this bullshit.
How many kids?
I got 4 kids.
Black excellence where? Not on this damn show.
Okay.
Yes, youngest is 6, so.
And you were married before?
I've never been married. I've been engaged once, never married though.
Really?
Nope.
So you have 4 children and never been married. Why haven't you been married?
Okay, so all those relationships were different situations.
All those relationships, so you have 4 different, okay.
Yeah, 4 kids, 4 women.
Do you believe in marriage?
I mean, it exists. I see more people getting out of marriage than getting into it.
You afraid of commitment?
Certain things. I don't have any tattoos.
You are dancing around a straight answer.
In a relationship, I will commit to the right person or persons.
Or persons. How many kids?
I got 4 kids.
Okay.
That's black excellence. Carlos, is that black excellence? Now I know these are storylines, but a lot of this stuff, according to Carlos, he said their storylines are real. Like when Martell tried to come out and say that some of this stuff is made up and that some of this stuff is not, Carlos jumped right in and said, nah, every one of my storylines on my shows are real. Ain't nothing made up. So I'm willing to believe that what we just witnessed right here on this clip, that what old boy is telling us after he been sitting up here giving all this relationship advice to Ken and Trish and what he needs to do to work on his relationship, and you ain't been in no stable relationship, it sounds. There's a bunch of fraudulent behavior on this damn show, if you will. Destiny, how the hell you gonna ask him you ain't never been married and your ass was married, and look at what you was doing in your own damn marriage. You're the reason why your marriage did not work out. And then you're over there harassing the new girlfriend from the husband that decided to leave you because there was a question and if his child was, or if the child that you told him was his. Because you were sending said pictures of the child to your side nigga. So you see, did you see the distinction here? Maybe you and this dude that's sitting across from you is really good for each other because y'all have the same mindset. You said you're dating multiple people, and that's fine. You're a grown-ass woman who's single now. But at the end of the day, your mentality was when you were with Moses is that you didn't give a fuck that he had a full-fledged, full-time girlfriend. So it sounds like that is your speed of type of dude sitting across from you when he said others. Because you did say that you like a threesome from time to time, right? So it's weird to me that your eyebrows would go up when he mentions other people in said relationship because you're used to that. Did I nail it? Yeah. So y'all can sound off on that. We ain't got to stay on that. Destiny try to act like she's so above and that she's better than that girl. Did you forget your track record? We know it. Hello. All right, let's move to the next one. Y'all know I only do clips with them because when they're on the bullshit, I have to address it. And then we move on. I don't stay on it long. We don't need to. All right, so this is what's going to be happening next. I know you guys have blacked out, but I feel in my heart of hearts that this is total bullshit. Let's continue. Regurgitated storylines once again.
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I'm having a girls trip and we're going to a winery and all of the girls are invited. It is okay for Nell to be cool with you and whoever else and not be cool with me. I'm okay with it. I don't like her.
The reason that Tisha does not like Nell, y'all ready for me to break this thing down? When Melody Cherie Rogers left Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was already said and expected that Tisha and Marceau would move up to the next kings and queens of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But it appears that the fan base is more so pushing Chris and Nell Fletcher up in that spot. And it's starting to irritate and agitate Tisha and Marceau because they're not seen as what they predicted themselves to be once Melody left the show. Does anyone else not see that? Anybody else besides me see that? Tisha and Marceau was like, oh yeah, Mel is out the way. Boom, we about to take this shit over and we gonna be the stars of this show. But unfortunately for you, Tisha, not a lot of people like you or gravitate towards you. You don't have the fan base like that. Nell and Chris Fletcher coming onto the show, they're a little bit more respected and a lot of people like them a little bit more. Why? I don't know. But given that your track record and because you've shown a lot of weak moments, Tisha, and the fact that you don't check your husband and he disrespect the shit out of you on national television. And of course, people see Marceau as being a total asshole. They're not wanting to put him into that spot, but they choose to put Nell and Chris Fletcher there, and it's aggravating you because they're taking your spot. That's why you don't like Nell. That's why you're arguing with her. That's why you're trying to start friction between your mother and with Nell. You want your mama to check Nell for you because Nell is keeping you from being in a spot that you thought that you were going to be able to easily slide into this season. That's what it gives. Nell is stopping you from doing what you want to do. You don't have a reason not to like her because she told you to keep her motherfucking name out your mouth because you were running around telling her business like a schoolgirl. Because that's what you've been doing on the show, Tisha. But what you're really irritated about is that Nell checked your ass publicly and you didn't like that. So you ran to your mama for her to fight your battles and for her to sick her on Nell for you, because that makes you feel good to be able to sit back and watch her act a fool on national television and on social media when somebody call you out for your fuck shit. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Nell is in your way. Nell and Chris Fletcher is in your way. Nell already called you out about running up in her husband's face, just like you wouldn't want someone to run up in Marceau's face. But then when it's on you, you don't see anything wrong with it. See, mothers teach their daughters how to act and how their etiquette should be, and not run up in another woman's husband's face, because sometimes you can get tapped for that. Do that shit to my husband. Run up in my husband's face. He ain't got to say shit. I got that. But Tisha, for some odd reason, you were not raised to understand and or know that you don't run up in another woman's husband's face. And you don't get up in a woman's face and challenge them and think that they can't challenge you back. It don't work that way. And then when you don't get the response that you want is, Mom, go get him. Mom, go get him. This person said this to me, go get him. And I'm going to stand back and watch. And I'm going to revel in the fact that my mom is taking up for me when you're 40 what? Let's continue.
You sit there and you like.
I'm like, what? I mean, I've been doing this all my life.
Exactly.
I'm not a comfort. What you say?
You just sit there.
What you want me to do? Just get up and smack the hell out of one of them or something?
That'll work for me.
I ask a question, then you get an answer. Then you answer the next question.
I asked you a question. You got smart with me, so that's the energy that we're gonna
Who
have.
got smart with you?
You did.
I don't have a reason to give shade. I'm trying to have a good, amicable trip, and I don't understand the energy.
Yeah. Okay, so you already know, and I told you guys in another live that Tisha and Destiny are no longer friends. Okay, I feel like it was more so of a friend of, friends of convenience, if you will. Destiny likes to stick around people who kind of look like they're going in a certain direction that she wants to go, or maybe they have something, or maybe they're doing something for her. I saw in a video where Destiny was asking Tisha to get her some type of Chanel bag or something like that. She likes bags. You guys already know Stormy got her a Gucci bag when she was trying to apologize to her. We've never seen that bag again. Maybe because some bills were due and maybe it was pawned. I don't know. But in this moment here, as you guys can see, there's some negative banter back and forth between Destiny and Tisha. We've never seen that between them. And now we know the two of them are no longer friends. They don't fool with each other. They don't talk to each other. It is what it is.
For no reason.
You've been getting in my face. You've been getting in my husband's face.
Wow, I've been doing it.
You done got in my face at my birthday party last year. You got in my husband's face at Trish's birthday party.
It seems like Nell wants to have an issue with me, and if she want to have an issue,
that's not true.
So that's what you got out of that, Tisha. She just told you and broke down times and places that you were being disrespectful towards her husband, which is why she continuously had to check you. And the only thing you can get out of that is it seems that Nell wants to continuously come after me. Why would one just out of the blue come after you unless you're doing something that will cause them to do so? Yes, it's going to trigger her. She loves her husband like you love yours. So for you to say, I don't give a fuck about your grandchild, you said that in another video. So she shouldn't feel a way about that and snap on you. You were in her business, Tisha. Why did she get that? You were in her business. It was not your business to sit back and soak up something that she said and run to someone else that it involved, because it did not involve you, to start some shit and then to sit back and throw it out there and to see if they were going to go back and forth because you like a messy moment. And then when she turned her anger towards you and told you to keep my name out your mother effing mouth, then you want to say, well, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to let you argue with somebody that's more so your age group. And you like to use the old thing when it comes to Nell. Nell might be old, but she's motherfucking cold. If you look at Nell, she got the same body you got. She ain't got no wrinkles in her face. Nell is a bad bitch out here with hands. Nell is a businesswoman. Nell is doing her shit. Nell got you feeling away this season because she's taking your motherfucking place. She's getting more camera time, and it bothers you because you guys already sat back and already hatched out a plan to be king and queen. Marceau already said it last season to Martell. Did y'all catch that? At Destiny's did I say relaunch? Because you only had about 50 of them hoes. He told Martell, he stood up and told Martell in his face, I am taking your spot. So he felt comfortable knowing that since Melody is gone, you and Melody divorced, and I feel like, I'm be honest with you, I feel like it was a whole plot that Todd set up, a scheme that Todd set up to introduce Martell into their hoism in order to break up the dynamic between he and Melody so that they could bring them down. There was no way that Tisha and Marceau could be the stars of this show with Melody, Cherie, and Martell being on this show. So with Melody leaving, they felt that they could move up and be that, but guess what? It's not on you or in you. You guys could not carry it. But you weren't counting on Nell and Chris Fletcher, who've been married for 30 some odd years, to come in and kick the door down and be a fan favorite, something that they have craved since season 1. And the tension that's being caused here ain't had nothing to do with Nell telling you to mind your business. It's the fact that they are where you were trying to be. That's what it is. It's like a Cinderella story. You've been trying to put on a shoe that don't fit, and you rather have the coins versus pass the shoe to the bitch that can fit it. That's what we're looking at here. Kimmy, you should feel away. You should feel away, Kimmy, because Tisha's go-to every time with Nell is to call her an old bitch, and you and Nell about the same age. So what that make you, Kimmy? That's the underlining read on your ass. But then again, you did say, Kimmy, that if you and Tisha weren't related by marriage, that you wouldn't fuck with her anyway. So then maybe that explains this look on your face that we're looking at right here. Oh, girl, I know I'm right. And that's without notes, bitch. Let's move along. We ain't got to talk about it anymore. Let's get into the coup de grace of what my video is and what the thumbnail shows. All right. Y'all know Funky Dineva's been getting his ass tore off. Tasha K already came for him. We showed that yesterday where she read him down about her coming, or about him rather, coming for Tamar Braxton in this whole back and forth bullshit about the Mendici situation. Okay. Another person who is not a fan favorite or any type of favorite for Funky Dineva, which is none other than, and I like this person, okay, Michelle Atl'Ien. All right. Y'all know Michelle Atl'Ien and Funky Dineva had a situation back then where she allowed him to stay in one of her properties. He let the dog shit and piss in there, did not clean it. It was said that he also owed her money, took her washer and dryer out of the home, a whole lot of things that you know, he left her house in a very bad state, and she had to spend money to get it done. She aired him out. She showed pictures, all of the things. So they have had a huge falling out. She's never forgiven him for that, and including some other things, some nasty things that he said about her, where he did a video, read her down. We covered that here as well. He called her fat. He called her musky, stank. Said that several of his friends also said that when she comes around, she has a certain odor about her, certain things. I don't know. I've never been around her, so I can't co-sign that, but y'all know how Funky is when he reads, child, he goes straight jugular. But Michelle Atl'Ien had time today, and she pretty much gave her account of this situation between Funky Dineva and this Tamar Braxton situation. So she said that was not a read. We've already played the videos of what Funky had to say, where he read Tamar down after he asked her multiple times to keep his name out of her mouth. She subliminally and directly said some things, and he responded. So that made Michelle Atl'Ien come out, and she had some shit to say. So it said that was not a read. This was an unprovoked problematic rant, and it needed to be called out. Junkie Dineva, she calls him that because he did used to be on drugs, went after Tamar Braxton's parents, upbringing, and mental health for no legitimate reason. And that kind of misogyny should never be excused as entertainment. All right. She says going viral for disrespecting Black women is the real issue. And that's what we're unpacking on Atl'Ien Live. Shout out to Michelle Atl'Ien, because we're just going to look at this clip here on Instagram. If you guys want to see the entire video, you can go to her platform, but shout out to her for this. It seems like the same issue that Michelle Atl'Ien is saying that she has with Funky, with the way he attacked Black women, the same thing Tasha K said as well. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. We're just going to go ahead and play it and do our commentary on the end. Let's go.
One thing that I saw that was really interesting to me is he said something about he feels sorry for her parents. Say he feels sorry for somebody's parents. And this is coming from somebody who cosplayed the worst stereotype of Black women to build his platform. He put on a wig. Okay. He talked about y'all like a dog. He called y'all fish and bitches and all kind of things. And then he sat there after Tamar didn't say nothing. He says this. Hold on, listen to this.
Mom and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass. Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up. And on top,
this is somebody who's addicted to crack. This is somebody who does drugs and alcohol like there's no tomorrow. This is somebody who was allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly, diagnosed with cancer, who still will drink himself under the table until he falls out.
there is something psychiatric with you.
Is he talking about people or is he talking about himself?
Child.
I'll wait. The one thing that I saw that was really interesting to me is he said something about he feels sorry for her parents. Say he feels sorry for somebody's parents. And this is coming from somebody who cosplayed the worst stereotype of Black women to build his platform. He put on a wig. Okay. He talked about y'all like a dog. He called y'all fish and bitches and all kind of things. And then he sat there after Tamar didn't say nothing. He says this. Hold on, listen to this.
Mom and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass. Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up.
Wow.
And on top,
this is somebody who's addicted to crack. This is somebody who does drugs and alcohol like there's no tomorrow. This is somebody who was allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly, diagnosed with cancer, who still will drink himself under the table until he falls out.
there is something
Until he fall out.
psychiatric with you.
Is he talking about people or is he talking about himself? I'll wait. The one
I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's gonna forever be up and stuck with Funky Dineva and Michelle Atl'Ien. Okay, she will forever call him out for his ish because of how he did her. And I feel like they have never ever like totally squashed that situation. And I feel like she feels that Funky may have breezed over it and was just like, yeah, okay, because she did kind of help him. She helped him with his like the YouTube situation of him, you know, getting on YouTube, people knowing him, you know, on the strength of who she was, because we've known Michelle Atl'Ien for quite some time. She's been on social media for a while, and she has lots of connections as well. So with that being said, like he used to hang out with her until they fell out. But y'all know how Funky Dineva is. Oh my God. Y'all know how Funky Dineva is. His mouth is very reckless. And if he's ever hung around you and you did some shit around him that you probably shouldn't have done, or he saw something, just know he's mentally storing that shit. And he's waiting for the two of you to fall out so he can bring it up. And that's just what it is. He did it to Michelle. He's done it several times to Tasha K, who he do not like. It's crazy. Shout out to Sean David Wade, because he don't like him either. And he's read Funky down like many, many times. Okay. He's got a lot of enemies. He has a lot of enemies. Unfortunately, I don't think that his friendship will ever be the same with Tamar Braxton, especially after that. It's crazy, and now it's turned into a legal situation between Funky and Tamar, because she decided now to file some legal paperwork against him for bringing up her personal business. So I don't know. This situation sounds like it's going to get worse before it gets better. But shout out to Michelle Atl'Ien for speaking her truth and speaking up for Black women and putting it out there. But y'all go, and like I said, if you want to hear the entire read and or video, y'all can go over to her page and listen to it, and make sure you hit the like button when you go. Because I'm saying either I like her. I actually like her. Okay. I know a lot of people don't. They're like, oh, she's petty and she won't let this thing go with Funky Dineva. Well, you can't tell a person when to let a situation go when something was done to them. I keep telling people that. Don't tell me when to let something go when somebody did something to me, because everybody processes that situation differently. I don't give a damn if it was 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 days ago, 5, 10, 12 years ago. If and when they're ready to let it go and when they process it, then that's just what it is. Maybe you get over things quicker than I do. I don't know. But she was done wrong, and she felt, hey, I'm gonna hold on to it until I'm finished, holding on to it, and I'm gonna monetize from dragging his ass, and that's exactly what she's doing. So I respect it, I guess. A petty moment. I love petty moments. So it is what it is. But thank you guys for stopping by. Yes, up and stuff. They're never gonna be friends. Never ever. If you guys saw the pictures, I've shared them here on my show, where he pretty much left dog crap and dog urine in her house, like he wasn't taking the dogs out. She rented her house to him. And he left it really bad, and she had to spend a lot of money to get her house back right. And I told you guys he took her washer and dryer. She did a walkthrough in her property after he moved out finally, and it was a mess. It is. She said it reeked of dog urine and feces. So imagine that. And this is supposed to be your friend who you're looking out for, because he wasn't that guy like that then. But after that, it's like once his YouTube thing started growing and he became Funky Dineva, it's like, oh, I don't need you no more. And now I'm gonna talk shit about you and I'm gonna read you down every chance I get. And the two of them been going back and forth ever since. So golly, I really hope that they find some peace at least in this situation. But if they decide to read each other down, I will always be here bringing you the news. Okay. Let's get out of here. Love you guys down. I will see you guys at her home. Yeah, her home was left messed up. It really was. So y'all go over there and check it out. Oh my God. Okay. Let's look at some comments before we go right quick. Aries Love says that Michelle was crying during that video showing the damage to her home. She was. I saw it. I shared it over here once. This person says, Wanda Mathis says, exactly. KBR said it's up and stuff. It is. Trinidine says that I knew this was coming from Michelle. Said I told cuz 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah. You knew the pop off was coming, child. I knew it too. So it says that this whole thing with Funky and Tamar is a mess. She never said his name. Then he hit the roof with him telling all of her business. Yeah, so that he is not her friend. Looking for a moment. You better not ever tell Funky shit. I'm telling you, if you ever fall out with him, baby, because he stands back and be watching shit and taking mental notes, and he will read you down and air you out. Like we've seen it many, many times. So said she helped him greatly. She did. She really did. This person here says that Bonita Howard says that I love Michelle. I like Michelle. She has very good content and she seems to be a cool person. So I have nothing against her. Tiffany Thomas says that she doesn't do Funky at all. She does not at all. She don't have nothing nice to say about him. She actually is the one who started calling him Junkie Dineva because of, like I said, his drug issue, which everybody knows about. He's admitted to it as well. So Aries Love again says that she drags him with a smile every time. She does. It says that he did her dirty though. Absolutely. Okay. Let's skip up and let's see what you guys were talking about in previous. Said that Tisha is a dingbat. Y'all are mean. Let's see. Tam C says, I agree. And Martell feel for the shit. Yep. Aries Love says, yep. Says that Nell exposes the unwillingness to share their true lives. Dang shame. Y'all see it. KBR says that Tisha looking for a storyline for her mammy. Not the mammy child. Okay. Flower Bloom says that Tisha doesn't take accountability. Marcel had already told her that too. All right. Let's get 2 more comments and then we're gonna go. D Nice says that they were never friends. Their bond was their jealousy and envy of Mel. Ooh, come on, D Nice. I'd like your perspective with that. Okay, we'll take it. Rose Olmstead says that Tisha would not want anyone to run up in her in Marcel's face. Right, absolutely. She would be mad and be ready to fight. Okay. Let's see. Teresa Williams says, speak real. You know I am. All right. I don't always tell y'all how I feel. Let's see. Let's get 1 more comment of somebody that I did not choose yet. You guys are commenting and I love that. Let me get somebody I ain't picked yet. Let's see. Because I like to give everybody a little shine. All right, Carolyn Sharp, let's see what she says. Said that yes, she is just the spitting. Hold on. Yes, she is just spitting all over the food. Oh, you're talking about the Lyrica situation. Right. Yeah, don't run up to my table and want to be arguing and spitting all over my damn food while I'm trying to enjoy my food. That would have pissed me off right there. I would have been ready to go off on her ass. But yeah, so shout out to you guys. Continue commenting on all the topics. I try to throw in some really, really good topics for this video so that you guys can jump in there and tell me how you feel. I do read the comments and I do respond. So thank you all for doing so. Continue to comment and also continue to like the video if you've not done so. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so as well. And share the video if you like with friends. Tell friends to come on over to the Kim Rell Show and subscribe as well. We'd love to have them. As you guys can see, we have some really, really good tea and great commentary over here as well. Okay. You guys enjoy your day. I will be popping back periodically throughout the day. It's cold as hell, so I'm not planning to go anywhere. I've already had my dinner cooked, so I'm going to be in chill mode looking for news that I know you guys can use. Okay. So y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all can drop in the chat what you guys cooked today as well if you like. because that's what we do on Sundays. But thank you guys. Thank you to my top flight mods. Let's do my thank you so we can get out of here. Thank you to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra KVR, Sweet Esther, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Also, thank you to all the content creators that may have stopped by here. Deary Talk, thank you, Black Women in the Building, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Dee, Shay P, JCD Creations, Queen Speaks TV, Shay Renee. Thank you so much, Schoolboy. If you're in the house, thank you for being here as well. Mods, can you please let me know if we missed anyone? Because I know sometimes people will pop in and pop out and I miss them. PBE, if you stop by here, because I know she pop in and out sometimes. Thanks for stopping by if you did. If that's it, well, we're going to get on out of here. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, stroke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it. What I need next. If I could just believe, then I know I can turn all of my thoughts into a real threat. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up